Do you know what day it is?
Friday.
Oh my gosh, it's Friday. What a long week it's been, huh, David?
Oh my goodness. Well, I can't believe it's February and we're only 2 days away from Valentine's Day. Oh my goodness.
Woo-hoo. If anybody gets me chocolates, I don't know. I'll punch them in the face. I'm teetering on that weight and it's just not losing.
Yeah, I gained 27 pounds since Corona.
Wow. Yeah, I went way up there, but I'm down. I'm inching very, very slowly down. I'm not one of those fast pound losers for some reason. That salad and lettuce and celery just getting blah.
Well, when you're working from home, like one, you never really leave the house,
Right.
and the gym memberships, like the gyms are now just they're hard to work out at, and there's constant food in the fridge. So like when you're working long days and you don't move because you're in the same spot all day and you're snacking, I mean it's just too easy to be like, that looks good. I think I'll eat one little piece of cake, and before you know it, by noon the cake's gone.
Where's
Where
the
did it
cake?
go? Huh.
Where's the cake? Oh, wow. Okay. So, what do we got today?
Yeah, so a lot of people are wondering right now, how do you choose a lender?
Yeah.
And right? I mean, lenders, there's so many differences right now. You can walk into your local bank, but we've all heard the stories of how hard it is for the banks to lend, and a lot of them even say, if you don't have a 700 credit score, we don't want to talk to you. Some of the banks are saying, hey, if you're trying to close within 60 to 90 days, we just don't have capacity. There's you got kind of one end of the spectrum, and then the other end of the spectrum, you've got like the robots, right? So you can go online and punch in your information and hope that somebody doesn't steal it. And right, I mean, think of how many like online portals there are right now that
Wow.
are collecting, and people just willy nilly just on some computer website put in their birthday, their social, their current address, their income, the name of their employer, the logins for their bank, like not
Wow.
just how much they have in the bank account, but they also put in the logins. Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy? That's bizarre to me. I
Yeah.
think I'm just the old guy now, right? But I've never had identity theft, and I apply for a lot of stuff, right? And none of our clients, like we have a secure database for all of that stuff, right? So I
Mhm.
don't know, I wouldn't put all that stuff online personally, but the banks are so tough to get financing from these days. Like, where do you go?
Yeah.
And
Who do you call?
who do you call? Ghostbusters. Oh wait, there's something else.
I knew you were going to say that.
So I recommend the people who are in the middle that work for a larger company, like what we work for, right? Like you don't want to go to like Bob's or Sharky's Mortgage Hut, right? We'll pick on people named Bob, right? Sharky's Mortgage Hut, right? Because you don't know what they're going to do with your information. You need a decent sized, reputable lender. Check out the reviews online. And people are like, well, who's got the lowest rate? Well, here's the secret. Like, we all have pretty close to the same rates.
Right.
And so you got to find some place that will take good care of you, that isn't going to steal your information, that is going to close on time, that'll update your realtor like Myra. I mean, you got to have those realtor updates.
Communication back and forth is how we get a smooth closing.
Yeah, and here's the other thing too. Like I've been, like we talked about last week, we need to make sure that you're getting an approval letter. We're in a rocking housing market. Could it be a bubble? Yeah, maybe not. But this bubble could last 10 years,
Yeah.
right? There's more. Heck, I guess we're going to let in like thousands more people. So all those people are going to need places to live. Our housing market's going to just keep growing, right? Our population's growing exponentially.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I wouldn't be personally. I'm not as concerned about is real estate going to go up or is real estate going to go down? Well, right now our population's going up. up, 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 right? So we've got the largest population ever in history. So I would start cashing in real estate when the population's going down, right? COVID killed like this many people, and this many people were born, right? So this many people are going to need a house.
Yeah.
So yeah, not to mention all the people coming from the south.
Maybe
You know,
not so big, but they're going to need one soon.
right. They're going to need one. The
Yep.
parents to the kids are going to be like, man, living with mom and dad is terrible. I'm going to move out. I'm going to get my own place. Now we'll get a baby, right? How many Corona babies are there? Tons of Corona babies, right?
Yes.
So it's just.
Let me ask you about lender fees. Are they different from each lender? And
Very.
this guy will give you a very, very low rate, but he's not telling you that his fees are a little or a lot higher than others that have the same rate.
Yes. In fact, we ran into that earlier this week. I got a referral from one of my friends at church, and he's like, hey, my mom is refinancing her house, and she was shocked that on a $150,000 house that she's paying $12,000 in closing costs.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. Now, if you're buying a $1.5 million house, you're paying $12,000 in closing costs, you got a deal, right? But but that's a lot of money. So I'm like, well, processing is less than $1,000, underwriting less than $1,000, title for a property like that less than $1,000, right? She's got half of her house paid off, so we don't need an appraisal. Let's say it's $500. I'm like, I would be shocked if our closing costs without any buy downs is going to be more than $3,000. $3,000 tops, right? Probably much lower than that, but nowhere in the ballpark of 12. Turns out what this lender was doing was she was getting a good interest rate, but they were buying it down all the way, right? And then they charge all these additional lender fees, like an origination charge. And you can charge a lot with those origination charge, triple the fixed cost that we have. And, the rationale is, well, we're behind on processing. We needed to hire more people, so our costs went through the roof. And I get that because I'm a business owner too. Right. But you shouldn't penalize your clients for your mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't, So, yeah, so we were able to give her the same interest rate that she was getting with all the buy downs with that other lender. And it cost her, I think, $3,200 or $3,300 to get that interest rate, right? And plus, I think our closing costs were like $2,000 and some change, right? So less than half of what they were paying the other lender. She gets a little bit better interest rate with us too than what there was with the other lender. And that's not us. That was just the market improved slightly. The market's going the other way right now. I'm being honest. I'm not saying, hey, we got the lowest cost and lowest interest rate and free everything, right? It comes with a free kitten. So
don't you give away her kitten.
So I mean, those are all things that you need to consider, right? And she went to a place like the Sharkey's Mortgage Huts because she realized she didn't want to put all of her personal information online, right, through some robot website. And she also realized that her local bank just isn't competitive. Banks just aren't competitive right now because they don't specialize in mortgages. They just don't. They're great for checking and savings accounts. You'd never want to go to a bank to do your estate planning. I'm not picking on the banks, but I worked at a bank for almost a decade. I know you wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to walk in and ask the teller, what stock should I invest in?
No.
It's a bad idea.
No.
Not even the personal bankers. Most of those cats make like $30,000 a year. They're broke. They're behind in all their bills. I'm not saying that. No offense if you guys are personal bankers. I knew personal bankers that were just broke as a joke, and they're just handing out all this financial information. Like, oh my gosh, I would definitely invest in this, and I would do this. And it's like, I'm looking at him like, oh my gosh, dude, like you make $28,000 a year and you don't have anything. Like you're behind, right? So that's the thing, right? If you want to become a millionaire, you talk to millionaires, right? If you want to get good sound mortgage advice, you talk to the professionals that are fully licensed and know what they're doing. I mean, you wouldn't want an unlicensed doctor working on you, right?
David's number is below. Give him a call and give him everything over the phone instead of online.
Yeah, our team's licensed in all 50 states, and they're humans, right? And they literally are licensed. No offense against the bankers that are out there, guys. Don't hear me say that. If you're a banker, don't like send me hate mail or anything. But honestly, they're not licensed either. Like if they're working for the banks, they're not licensed. And I know I was that guy at one point in time. I was broke. I was a college student. I was an engineer, so I got a job there. I didn't know what credit was, and here I am telling people to invest in fixed annuities. They're like, every time somebody comes in, you hand them the sheet about a fixed annuity. I'm like, what's a fixed annuity? They're like, it doesn't matter. You tell them this is what they need.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just this 22-year-old kid. I was like, okay. So everybody that came in, I was like, the boss says that you need to learn about fixed annuities. So that's the thing. You want to get with somebody who's licensed, who knows what they're doing, who does a good amount of business, and keeps your realtor partner informed. I'm going to point this way. You're on that side of me, right? Because it's a team effort.
With and who has the knowledge. That's the important thing, right, David?
Yeah, because it's a team effort. Myra will get you a great deal on a house, and she'll communicate back and forth and make sure that you're getting the best deal possible too. Because now this is the biggest transaction you're ever going to do in your life, right?
Yep. So be careful out there. And you have any questions, you got our number below. Give us a call. We'll try to answer your questions.
My question is, when is the weekend going to be here?
Weekend! And what is it going to rain again?
Oh my goodness. I'm done with the rain. You can see it outside.
It's going to be gorgeous. Enjoy your weekend, David. Thank you.
Thanks, Myra. Stay safe.
All right, everybody. Bye.